So Netflix has created an estimated 1,500 hours of original content in 2018 alone, and combined with more than 2,000 hours of original content it already had already. A few movies and TV shows are bound to pretty much slip by you. So with that in mind, we're going to play a little game called Netflix or Not, where Nora and I are going to attempt to figure out if a movie or TV show is something Netflix actually produced, or if it was made up by our producer, Connor, which most likely is the case. And by the way, we have not seen any of this.
We have no idea.
This will either turn into the greatest segment ever or a total disaster.
Okay, are you ready for our first one, Baker? Okay, this is called Michael Bolton's Big Sexy Valentine's Day Special. And here is the synopsis, Baker. When Santa's elves make too many toys for Christmas, Michael Bolton must star in a Valentine's Day special to encourage couples to make love and conceive 75,000 babies. Okay, I am going to go ahead and say this one is fake. And let me tell you why. Oh my God, look at that.
Wow, it was real.
No, wait, what do you mean it's real?
Maybe
they just made this. No, maybe our team made this. We don't know if it's real or not. We gotta discuss it. Oh, it's real.
It is real. See, I figured if, by the way, I figured if the graphic was coming by, then it has.
Could have made the graphic.
Oh,
I was gonna say the reason I thought it was fake is because that's like Connor's humor right there.
Right, the 75,000
babies. I can see that coming out of Connor's brain. All right, let's go to the next one.
All right, next one, special of the day. This is where apparently Betty White stars as Rosalind, a widow forced to take over her husband's legendary diner in the small town of Stockholm, Wisconsin. Mina Suvari co-stars as Rosalind's daughter, Allie. I'm going to say this is not real because I don't think Betty White has done a Netflix show, but then again, I could be completely wrong.
I think you're right about that because we would have heard about it.
Yes, exactly. She would have been promoting it with Mina Suvari. I say it's not.
You and Betty White are like best friends. Okay, we think this is not real. Are we correct about that? It is not. Yay!
All right.
Okay, good job. All right, next up, Polar is what this movie is called. Mads Mikkelsen stars as Duncan Vizsla, the world's most infamous assassin. On the cusp of retirement, Vizsla finds himself being pulled back into the life he swore was over as younger killers aim to take him out. Vanessa Hudgens co-stars as Camille. I'm gonna go ahead and say this one is true. Mads, who is Mads Mikkelsen?
I don't know, but I don't think Vanessa Hudgens is in anything.
I think this one's real.
So I think this is not real.
It's a pretty common plot line,
okay, so
right?
This is
like
good.
Getting lured back into the life that you thought you left.
Exactly.
I think it's real.
Okay, so I'm saying it's not. Wow,
it's real.
Good job. Yeah,
I'm gonna watch this. I'm gonna watch Mads Mikkelsen.
So far, you're 1 for what? 1 for 2? All right, The Good Cop. Oh, Tony Danza and Josh Groban star as Tony Sr. and Tony Jr., father and son, who become unofficial partners at NYPD as Tony Sr. offers his son some streetwise advice on everything from handling suspects to handling women. I know the answer to this.
Wait, why do you know the answer to this?
And you know why I know the answer? Because I never saw the show, but I read it got canceled. So I know it's a real show.
It is a real show.
It is a real show because it got canceled.
Wait, since when does Josh Groban act?
Josh Groban acts in a lot of things. He's also a TV host. He's like, he was like on NBC's like version of American Idol where he was the host of it.
Is he a good actor?
I mean, he's funny. Everybody likes him because he's very funny.
Josh Groban in a show?
Yeah,
no wonder it got canceled.
He's got a good percent. No, it got canceled because it's Tony
Danza,
of course.
Okay, Tony Danza is my favorite. Okay, the next one is called Welcome to Boring, which is not the name of this show. Edward Slick Eddie Badaluccio runs for mayor of Boring, Oregon in an attempt to blend in after being relocated there as part of the Witness Protection Program. After an unexpected win, he has to do the last thing he ever wanted to is govern Mandy Patinkin stars. Oh my God, Mandy Patinkin. I haven't seen Mandy Patinkin in so long.
Who doesn't love Saul in any movie that's out there?
From Homeland. I'm gonna go ahead and say this one is real.
I'm gonna say it's not real because
Okay,
I don't think Mandy
though?
Patinkin is. I don't think it's not real because I don't think Mandy Patinkin is in a Netflix show. I mean, Mandy Patinkin, like, literally
that was
only
your
does...
argument for the Betty
Yes,
White. I guess you were right about that.
I feel like that's always the
pretty
clue.
Good argument.
I feel like who's in it is the clue.
What makes someone not the kind of actor, actress who would be or not be on Netflix?
Mandy Patinkin is somebody that only does like CBS like dramas. See, I don't see like
Or
him
like Showtime.
Yes,
with
but then
Home
again,
Alone.
like Tony Danza did a Netflix show, so why do I
Okay,
know?
well-
Yes, I was correct.
Wow,
I was
Baker,
correct.
you are
Wow.
good at this.
Either that or I have no life and I'm just watching Netflix all day.
You know exactly what's on
All right,
there.
next one, Turnip Charlie. Idris Elba stars as Charlie, a struggling DJ and eternal bachelor who's given a final chance at success when he reluctantly becomes a nanny to his famous best friend's problem child daughter, Piper Parabo. Piper Parabo. She apparently co-stars as Sarah.
Idris Elba. I'm gonna go ahead and say this is false.
I actually think
Because
this
why
could be
would
real.
Idris Elba be a bachelor forever?
Why wouldn't he be? You would watch it
love
because
so easily.
no, but you would watch it because he's a bachelor because everybody wants
to date Idris
Elba.
Elba.
So I think this is real. I
The
think
whole
this is the
nanny
real
thing.
one.
I think the nanny thing has been played out before, like in
Yes.
This Is Us,
Mr.
Nanny,
Mom.
the nanny, Mr. Mom. So okay,
I
we
think
guess
it's
we think it's real.
Yes,
we think it's
I
real.
was
Okay.
right. Turn it
yes.
up, Charlie. Which, by the
Why
way, do you
would
know
Idris
Idris Elba
Elba
has a
agree-
clothing line? I think inspired by Turn Up Charlie.
Isn't Idris Elba too good for a weird random series
Yeah.
like that?
Yeah, he's never too good
He's
for
too
that.
famous. Okay, the next one is JTT's time. Oh my gosh, I love him. Child star Jonathan Taylor Thomas travels around the country in this docu-series in search of his one true love. What? Rare wristwatches and timepieces?
This is smart.
I'm gonna go ahead and say this one is false because,
Yes.
again, this feels like the brainchild of Connor White.
Yes, this is written by our producer
I feel
Connor.
like it's JTT, Jonathan Taylor Thomas, is easy to make fun of, and a really fun random thing that he could collect is wristwatches.
Okay, well that also
I
is the
love
giveaway, but
JTT.
also JTT hasn't done anything since The Lion King.
Why
he
do you
famously
know
like
when
retired.
these random actors and actresses have or haven't done anything? Who's keeping track of
I
JTT?
have a running IMDb in my head. And also, hello, everybody's keeping track of JTT because when
Really?
he finally comes back out of seclusion, we're going to lose our mind.
That's true. I would
we're
lose
all
it.
obsessed
I
with
wanted
it.
to
So
marry
it's not
him
true.
as a child.
It's not
Okay,
true
is this
because I
fake?
also.
It's
you know
fake.
also,
Yes!
Do you know how I also
We
know
were
this?
both right.
Because I have JTT Google alerts set up just in
course
case for the
you
moment
do.
he is found.
Of course you do.
then
So do I.
find him. All right, fish out of water. Henrique Valor, owner of the most exclusive restaurant in London, has his life turned upside down after he falls off a yacht and is mistaken for a common fisherman. Now, in his absence, a scheming group of investors looking to get rich quick try to take over that restaurant, and Henrique must prove his identity in order to stop them, while also learning a valuable lesson all about true friendship. We're gonna say Hugh Grant stars in this.
I feel like you have an opinion about Hugh Grant.
Oh, I love me some Hugh Grant, so I'm gonna say this is true. I think this is true.
It's
I
really,
think-
it's
I
pretty
think this is a
complex.
Netflix show.
It's a pretty complex
Yes, Connor
plot
wouldn't-
line.
wouldn't think of this
Falls out of his yacht? What was he?
Yes,
Falls out of his yacht.
unless
is
he was looking for
mistaken
wristwatches.
a fisherman? He's looking for wristwatches with JTT.
Yes.
Scuba diving. Okay, you think this one's the
I think
real
this
one.
is a Netflix show.
Okay.
No,
Oh,
it's not. Oh my God, Connor, you really threw me for a loop
What
there.
a complex plot line.
By the way, this just goes to show there is so much content on Netflix that there are so many shows that you and I didn't even know existed and are there.
But clearly you keep track of every single
Yes.
actor and actress and exactly what they're doing.
I have like a running IMDb in my brain.
We
all
should
the
just
time.
test, like take Betty White and just test you on, is this Betty White or not? That would be amazing.
All right,
I love it.
so our
Great
thanks
job,
to, Our
Connor.
thanks to Connor, our producer, who wrote that for the last like 3 months. Good for him. It took-
Don't lie.
Yeah, it was
Connor
really
just
good.
did it in his not spare time
Yes.
because our producers are very busy all the time.
All right, guys, that's going to do it for this Friday edition of Between Bells. Have a lovely, amazing, long weekend. We'll see you back here on Tuesday.
Yeah.